I'm joined now live by Hanoch Milwidsky. He's a member of Knesset from the Likud Party. Hanoch, thanks for joining us. Hanoch, within the past minute or so, I just got an alert that says the EU has now suspended funding of UNRWA. That comes as good news for you.
Yes, what UNRWA did since October 7th, even before, but since October 7th, it's basically been a pipeline for Hamas, and it's time to end this farce. It didn't help any civilians whatsoever. Most of the funds that go there find their way to Hamas, and hopefully more and more countries see that now and will help to close the plug on this terrorist supporting organization.
But why did it take so long, sir? The American government knew back in 2017 that UNRWA was a little tainted. They pulled funding, and then the Biden administration restored the funding. But why couldn't Israel make a better case earlier?
Well, I don't have a good answer for that. It's better late than never. And it's a good thing they're seeing it now. And it's our job to maintain that they keep this view and act through it until this organization is closed here in Gaza and everywhere else that is relevant for us, at least.
And sir, what do you say to those who say if it's not for UNRWA? I'll make a quote that came from the UNRWA director, who basically was begging for his career and begging for the funding, saying that if you shut down UNRWA, the people in Gaza are not going to get humanitarian aid. What do you say to those people?
I don't see they're getting too much humanitarian aid now. Most of it is being taken over by Hamas. I think, by the way, that our job as the state of Israel is to stop delivering these supplies. We're letting the trucks go over the border, and that's it. I think we need to take control of the aid, the humanitarian aid process. We need we need to be the ones that bring it to the population, that make sure that it goes where it should go and doesn't end up in the hands of Hamas. This is one thing we haven't done so far, and I think this is one place we can do better.
Sir, what do you say to those who are protesting and blocking the roads into Gaza? There's hundreds of people out front of Kerem Shalom crossing. They're defying military orders. They're trying to block the trucks, saying if the trucks go in, their folks don't go out. So what they want to do is prevent that from happening. And they say, listen, unless my family member comes out, I'm not letting that truck in.
I understand them completely. I can't say they're wrong. So far, what we managed to do through allowing the trucks to go in is maintain our ability to fight. For us to get the international support we need, both military-wise and the support in the United Nations and so on, we need to provide military aid to the population of Gaza. The thing is, again, it's not getting so much to the population of Gaza. I don't think that by harshening the terms for the civilians there, by letting them starve, by letting them get sick and ill, it will help or fasten in any way our ability to take the hostages back, or any other outcome that is good for us. Hamas doesn't care about the population. For them, if there's a plague, fine. If 100,000 of Gazan civilians die tomorrow by a disease or whatever, that's good for them. They don't care about them because they live underground. We need to provide for them as long as we are imposing a state of war on where they're living, but we need to make sure that it's getting to them and not taken over by Hamas.
Sir, I want to ask you what you think about some people who online are saying that because of the International Court of Justice ruling on humanitarian aid, what Israel is doing, they seeded this idea of UNRWA. This is the conspiracy theory, so just walk me through it, okay? I'll let you explain what they're saying. Is that this was a concerted effort by Israel to discredit UNRWA, to have it shut down, because then in terms of the International Court of Justice, Israel's done its duty, it's handed the trucks, not our problem, we're done.
What can I say? I can't respond to any very complex theories that people are thinking of I know nothing to even have a glimpse of what they're saying to be true or accurate. Again, I think we need to focus. We need to focus on defeating Hamas, and for that to happen, we need the world to support our war efforts in the Gaza Strip. And for that, we need to provide humanitarian aid to the population of Gaza. I don't like it. I wish we could do without it, but we can't. That's reality.
Right, because Minister, if a member of Knesset, if I may, MK, Israel is the only country in the world I know of, and maybe you can correct me, that is providing humanitarian aid for an enemy combatant.
That's yes, but again, this is reality. It may be not just, it may be not right, but this is a reality as of now. And we have a very important mission on our hands, is to defeat Hamas and get our hostages back. This is what we need to focus on. All the other things, how we got to a situation that we need, that the world anticipates us to provide for our enemies, is something we need to take care of later. Now we have to fight, we have to win, and we have to bring back our hostages. And we need to take any means necessary to ensure that happens, even if we don't like it.
Member of Knesset Hanoch Milwidsky, forgive me for butchering your name. Mine, Lewiton, is not easy as well. Thanks so much for joining.
You made a pretty good job.
I tried very much. Thanks so much for joining us this afternoon. Thanks very much.
Thank you, sir.